Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am bringing you a commentary on Scrap Station between none other than Gosu and Inka. Gosu, the Terran player spawning at the 11 o'clock position, is saying, "Oh god," and over here we have Inka, the Protoss player, spawning at the 2 o'clock position. My name is SC and Enemy, and I am very excited to be bringing you this commentary. So far, neither players are doing anything outlandishly cheesy, like a proxy racks over here, or proxy gateways over here, or possibly up here. Different people have their different styles with their cheese, but neither of these players seem to be cheesing so far. We have a standard 10 supply for the Terran, and a 9 pylon for the Protoss. So far, everything is normal. It's the normalest thing in the world. We're probably going to see a 12 gate from our Protoss player and something like a 12 or a 13 barracks from our Terran player. And we do have that 12 gate coming down now for Inka. He has a lot of hotkeys being utilized, using a total of 4 for nexuses, 3 for gateways, and 2 for probes. We now have the simulator going down as well. Meanwhile, we do have the barracks started, and we also have the refinery. Looks like Inka will be scouting after the gateway there, choosing to take in those extra couple minerals and forego the pylon scout, which I believe is a strong idea. But a lot of the top players are choosing to do the pylon scout because they can put so much harass onto SCVs, like this here, for example. We have mining going strong and the barracks completing, just sending the damaged SCV as a scout and building a marine instantaneously to take care of any more scouting marine action. Pylon goes down. Cyber before pylon allows the cyber to come up a bit faster. However, we will probably see that he will be supply capped on pro production for a little while. Meanwhile, the orbital command is just about completed for Gosu, and he will call in his mule instantaneously. Another gateway going up, and we still do not see him returning to pro production, and he will be falling behind in his economy shortly. And he does start up pro production again, and we have a reactor going down on the first barracks. And a command center going down already. He is one raxing into CC and using the reactor to help him get up enough marines to defend that. However, he is quite vulnerable for the next couple seconds. But Inka does not know this. He is doing some sort of 2-gate build. And just producing economy, getting up his warp gate. We have more barracks coming down for Gosu, and really starting to get those marine counts up once this reactor is done, and it is reinforcing his army, bolstering it quite quickly. And we do have a proxy pylon coming down from Inka to allow him to warp units at his opponent's base. Warp gate is nearly complete. 2 stalkers are heading over, and 2 more will be warped in at this location, and it looks like he does want to pressure with those initial 5 stalkers. There are 3 stalkers running over. And we see simultaneously that Inka does want to take his expand. And we have 3 marines running down here, just checking out, making sure the expand location is safe. They're heading up here. Will they see this pylon? This is huge. If they see this pylon, they could shut down reinforcements. Meanwhile, we do have micro going on up here, and this pylon is under attack. However, really good micro. This damaged stalker is being pulled back. This damaged stalker gets away with just 17 health, pulled back to the end of the army, and forced to pull SCVs off the line. All these stalkers have 0 shield. And this goes down before reinforcements can come online. This is huge setback for Inka. He is no longer able to continue pressuring here. However, he does send these stalkers in to get a little bit more damage done. Does lose 1 stalker and take down 3 marines, drastically reducing the strength of this force here. These marines should be able to clean up shortly. However, we do have the expand coming online for Inka. If he can get a mine transfer over here right after it completes, he will not be very far behind his opponent at all. This pressure has really paid off for him in the long run. These Marines are all fairly low on health. We have the second orbital command being upgraded. We're now at 5 racks, no tech labs, just Marine production going on right now for the Terran, Gosu. And these Marines are chasing these Stalkers out. They are trying to utilize their range to get a couple extra shots on the Marines. However, there are so many Marines that these Stalkers are not going to be able to do anything more than harass their HP. Still producing nothing but Marines and getting supply capped. His production is so strong right now. Calling in mules at both bases now. He is able to get up so many minerals. We have the expand completed here, and we do have a drone transfer going down. 4th gateway going up for Inka, and a Twilight Council. Looks like he'll either want to get Charge or Templar Tech, or possibly Blink. Charge and Templar Tech do deal with Marauder Marine much more effectively than Blink Tech does. However, Blink Tech can be used quite well by extremely talented players. We have the first 3 tech labs going up for Gosu here. And just continuing to build supply, Both players are still producing. Actually, only Gosu is producing workers, and he is, however, behind on worker count. But those mules do nullify that. We have an observer coming into Gosu's base here. And we have a small Marine army, actually scratch that, a sizable Marine army, 23 Marines and an SCV. He's scanning up here, he sees that there's no army sitting in this general vicinity. What does he do? He doesn't go up the ramp to engage this army, he goes around and it looks like he will take out some probes. Oh my god, he is targeting the Nexus, look how fast that HP is dropping. And the Nexus goes down in under a couple of seconds. And this army should be able to just clean up the Marine force. However, he did lose that Nexus. His economy will suffer dramatically due to it. We have more Marines coming in from behind to bolster this army. It is not enough to take out the Inka's army, but that does not necessarily matter, as Gosu was able to take down the Nexus, allowing his expansion to put him so significantly far ahead of his opponent. Marauder's just like, what's up? Want to see what's going on? I'm a scouting Marauder. It doesn't matter though at the moment. Inka has to put pressure back on his opponent or he will fall very far behind. He's already got his next going back up, and we do have Stim nearly complete for Gosu. However, Inka is getting a robotics bay. Still not having utilized this Twilight Council. Might have been a better idea to get the robotics bay first, or get the Templar Tech up. But that is hard to focus when you just lose your Nexus. And Inka is forced to turn around. He does not have the ability to reinforce or bolster his army. He did not send a probe to put down a warping pylon. He is just building back up. And still producing probes though, so when he does transfer, he will be able to transfer quite a few, but his economy is suffering. He's over 1,000 minerals behind his opponent in mining. Just now getting his expand back up, and gearing up for what very well might be a game-ending attack from Gosu when he does choose to move out. Marauders have their concussive shells, and Stim is already complete. We have thermal lances coming on for the Colossus. It looked like the thermal lance was started before the Colossus. And we do have a sizable Marauder Marine force. It looks like, however, Inka will have enough forces to take care of this. He is sitting his army out here so that he can't have it run around and take out his Nexus. Stimming up, takes out a couple units, and Inka very intelligently pulls back, trying to waste the Marauder Marine stim. But the Marauder Marines are not having any of it, and they're going straight for another Nexus kill, it looks like. Not targeting the Nexus though, and he does choose to engage the army, and the Colossus does come in here. The Colossus is doing terrible, terrible damage, already at 5 kills. 6 kills already for the Colossus, and he does come in and he is wiping this force out. A total of 9 kills for that Colossus, definitely paying for itself, and we still have a Nexus. It looks like Inka might be able to force his way back into the game with good unit control. A wasted stim and a Colossus go a long way in softening up Marine Marauder for your gateway units. Still producing workers on both ends, and another Colossus being made for Inka. We have his army moving out, and it looks like Vikings are being produced now by Gosu. Marine Marauder coming together to defend this base from this sizable force from Inka. Again, he should be setting an advanced pylon when he does these attacks, so he can bolster and reinforce his army faster. We have a Colossus coming over here to do a little economic harass. Already has taken out 3 workers, but the army is coming over and we have 3 Vikings. This Colossus is not long for this world. This army will have to pull back, as this Colossus has just suicided itself for 4 worker kills. We have a probe down here. It looks like he might be trying to take another Nexus. Meanwhile, back at his base, he is finally getting up Templar attack, the first utilization of the Twilight Council we've seen since it was built almost 5 minutes ago. And we now have Gosu busting down the rocks to get to his opponent. He just wants to kill it with the first couple rows of units. The other guys are like, whatever, just chilling in the back. And looks like... yeah, it looks like Inka does see this coming due to his observer. He is preparing for the attack here. It looks like there are enough Marine Marauders to take this army out without some incredible force fields. And the Zealots do not have charge, so they will be somewhat weak against this force here. 1 Colossus might not be enough with that many Vikings to take it out. And the Marines are cut in half by some really nice force field. However, these units are able to range the Zealots, and the Zealots just go down. Now the units are free to come in, and the Marauders are just tearing through these Stalkers. The Vikings take out the Colossus, and it looks like game is over. It looks like Gosu has taken this from Inka. And it looks like, yeah, Inka just rage quits. We see some Hydra-esque rage quitting right there. And Gosu won this game quite handily with his superior macro and not losing his Nexus. This gold base never had a chance to be utilized. And that is good game, folks. Thank you for listening. This is SC and Enemy, and I am out.